Hey Baldwins, I'm Lucy, and this is Pussy Powered. In today's video, we're talking about sexual aftercare. If you've ever heard of aftercare, it's probably within the context of BDSM. So what is aftercare? Aftercare is a way to show love and care after sex and a time to check in on how everyone's doing. Makes sense when you're doing some kinky, intense, or even painful play. But did you know there's a scientific reason to consider aftercare for any sexual encounter? You see, even if you just had really slow, delicious, conscious sex, aftercare helps to soothe the potential anxiety, sadness, and discomfort that follows that sudden drop after an intense surge of chemicals in the brain. During sex, chemicals like oxytocin, dopamine, and prolactin are released, and aftercare can help regulate how the body responds when these chemicals begin to dissipate, creating an opportunity for intimacy and connection. I'd go as far as to say that what you do with your partner after sex is an excellent reflection of your relationship as a whole, whether you see sex as performative and goal-oriented or connected and intimate, and just in general, how much true care you have for each other. I also know that after sex, we don't always have a lot of time to just hang out. But even then, there are ways to briefly connect in some yummy aftercare. So whether you spend 60 seconds or 30 minutes in aftercare, here are some ideas for your aftercare practice beyond cuddling. Aftercare idea number 1. Sounding together. Y'all, this is so underrated. When you're lying there in bed after sex and all of these chemicals are beginning to dissipate, it is so fun and connecting to just get fucking weird together. All you do for this is literally take a deep breath in and then make whatever sound comes out when you exhale. What's really funny about this is that our sounds can be so different from each other's, and we never know what that's gonna be because it's not planned, it's not premeditated, it's not performative. It's just moving more energy through your body. It's an additional release after you've already had the orgasm, after you've had all of the sexual excitement. For us, whenever we do sounding after sex, it is one of the most hilarious experiences that we have together. And then we end up in these like laughing fits, which, you know, laughing is also a bonding experience. So double win. And sometimes you may find yourselves giving your neighbors something to giggle about too. And as you're sounding together, notice what emotions come up. Maybe you'll have like some surges of more intense sounds that want to come out. The second idea for aftercare is energy flow. Now, when I'm talking about energy flow, I'm more referring to, for those of you who do Reiki or energy healing, energy flow through the palms of your hands, this is a powerful time to do that. The way that I personally like to do it is to actually make skin-to-skin contact. And as that contact is being made, envisioning the transfer of energy from my palms into his body. And my husband is not like a super duper believer in the woo-woo stuff, but I definitely am, and he always feels it. He's like, this feels so amazing. I don't know what you're doing back there, but I feel so loved and I feel so taken care of. And that is the power of connecting with that source of pure loving energy and then connecting with another human being. They feel that energy from you. They feel the love. And you can go through the energy centers from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head, just like the gentle pressure along with that super loving touch is just so delicious. Aftercare idea number 3, sexy recap. So for this, maybe while you are cuddling or just sitting together, lying down together, talk about what you really enjoyed, about what you just experienced together. What were your favorite moments? What new sensations did you maybe feel? What things did you in that moment want to try and maybe you didn't say? And now you get to share that with each other. Yes, it is vulnerable and it takes some courage, but it is worth it. In your sexy recap, you can also talk about like, ooh, I really liked it when you did that thing, when you like pulled my hair a little extra. I felt like you were fucking me with your soul. I think you get the idea. Aftercare idea number 4, sexy whispers. So a little different than the sexy recap. What you do for this is take turns whispering in each other's ear, especially for those of you who are very sensually stimulated through your ears because they are a very sensual, sensitive part of the body. Maybe sharing the same kind of things that you would say in your sexy recap, but doing it in a quiet, gentle, sensual whisper. This can really bring those warm, tingly feelings, which can be really soothing when those, again, chemicals are dissipating in your brain, or your lover's brain, or both your brains. Or you can also whisper sweet nothings, like literally nothing, no words, just sounds like little moans or little breathing sounds. Fifth aftercare idea is being present with whatever is trying to emerge. So for this, I'm talking about what's emerging emotionally and what's emerging in the physical body. After some particularly intense and or some really heart and soul opening sex, your body may want to release some extra stored up energy in the form of crying, shaking, which could be shaking of the legs, the lower body, or shaking of your entire body, laughing, or other forms of emotional expression. And the beautiful thing about this is that you are practicing having this safe space, this safe container with your partner, having him or her hold that safe space for you while you have this continued release. And if you want to learn and understand more about why the body may shake involuntarily, especially after intense experiences or really emotional experiences, then I highly recommend checking out Peter Levine's work and his book titled Waking the Tiger, as well as something called TRE exercise, which is a powerful form of trauma release within the body. Aftercare idea number 6, slow sensual dancing. This gives you an opportunity to flow with and attune to each other's energy, practicing what that feels like after this big high that you just had together. It's also an opportunity to be present with each other's energy and to have this beautiful energy exchange without the expectation of a goal like orgasm. So decide either ahead of time or in that moment what you would like to listen to, something that you can just vibe with and flow with, and lavish each other with the gift of your full presence. Aftercare idea number 7, I saved the messiest for last. Clean each other up. Yes, that is exactly what it sounds like. You may use a towel, you may use the shower, you may use your tongues. However you choose to do it. And I encourage you to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone for this over time. It is a beautiful and vulnerable way to connect with each other and to care for each other's treasured body parts. If you made a really big mess, like it's all over your body or it's all over his body or her body, then just take care of all of it. This can be such a fun and exciting and kinky way to really connect with each other and care for each other after sex. And it can be pretty sexy, not gonna lie. You might want to go for round 2 after you do it, if you have time. Alright, wild ones, that's it for today. 7 ideas for sexual aftercare. Are you a little bit more excited about aftercare after watching this? I hope so. Let me know in the comments below which one or which ones you're excited to try next. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with some friends, and subscribe for more on sexual empowerment and healing for women. And if you're ready to go deeper on your journey of awakening your pleasure and connecting with your incredible sexual energy, overcoming sexual limiting beliefs, and experiencing more delicious pleasure, check out available programs at pussypowered.me. In the meantime, here's to your awakening and your pleasure for a pussy-powered life.